Okay, so today I'm going to cover two things. The first thing we'll look over is the HAR stats that were put out for the month of April, now that April's done, and then we'll take a look at the last week year over year sales statistics. So looking at things for the month of April compared to 2025, you'll see that the single family home sales were up 4.4%. So we did have a nice increase in sales in the month of April, which was a result of a very good March traffic. As you know, homes are going to take 30 to 45 days to get sold once they go under contract. So we had a really strong showing in March, resulting in good overall sales for the month of April. The next thing you'll see is that pricing is continuing to trend down year over year in both average and median sales price. That's in line with what we've seen for the last couple of years. Pricing in the overall Houston area has dropped 1 to 2% in some areas. Keep in mind, all sales are hyper local, so an area in Cypress may be doing great and sales pricing is up, whereas the overall Houston market is what this is showing. The overall Houston market is down a little bit year over year. We'll also see that single family homes, the months of inventory rose just a shade from 4.8 to 4.9. What this basically means is that if no new homes came on the market in 4.9 months, then things would be completely sold out. Higher days or higher months of inventory basically means we're leaning more towards a buyer's market as opposed to a seller's market. And then we'll see that single family pending sales, they did come up to 9.4% year over year for the month of April, but I'll tell you in a second why that may be a little bit misleading. Last thing I'll note is average days on market rose for overall Houston area from 55 days to 60 days, meaning homes are taking a little bit longer to get sold. So the thing I'm going to pivot over to next is the weekly activity snapshot for last week, that second week in May. We'll see that new listings rose a little bit, 1%, which is good. We've seen a slower listing traffic over the last couple of weeks. A little bit negative numbers year over year. So having that increase of 1% is a good thing for us. You'll see that pending listings are up 0.4%. This is kind of getting back into what I mentioned a little bit about the misleading pending numbers for April. Pending numbers for the first part of April were way up, but for the last part of April and the first part of May have been way down compared to 2025. Basically, I think what you'll see is when the May numbers come out in June, that May sales overall are going to be down a little bit because we have been very slow on getting listings under contract the last several weeks. Off-market listings are down. That's a good thing. That means that if the homes that have expired or terminated or withdrawn, that there are fewer of those this last week compared to 2025, means less homes are coming off the market for reasons other than getting a completed sale. And then you'll see, like I was mentioning earlier, closings are down 6.1%. Again, when your pendings are down for the last several weeks, pending contracts are down, you're going to see a reduction in closings over the next 30 to 40 days. So our closings in the Houston market have been down 6.1%. The good news is showings are way up, and online views on har.com are up too. So there are buyers that are out there and looking around right now. But they have a lot of inventory to look at. So it's crucial that if you are selling your home, that you're going with an agent who not only knows how to get your home on the market, any agent can do that, you need to be working with an agent who's an expert at marketing your property once it is online. An agent who shows a repeated pattern of being able to beat the average days on market, has a plan for how they're going to market your home and get you sold quicker than your neighbor down the street who is also looking at listing. If there's any questions anybody has over these statistics, if you'd like some clarity on it, what it means for you and your home, if you're thinking about listing, or if you just need information about how your home's value is, reach out to me at 281-650-5210, and I would love to help you out.